Okay guys, when it comes to overseas payments, we need to talk about how to make these payments, how to properly make these transactions. So we have to go like through the right way, okay? How to make this, how to safely, how to effectively make these transactions. Because if you think about it, we are sending money from, your house, pretty much your bank account, all the way until most likely China. So these are overseas payments. These can be overwhelming, honestly, because I remember my first payment. I think it was like $1,500, something like that. But even if it's like $50, if you're sending your money from your bank account to somebody else, random, in Asia, I mean that's just insane. That's just crazy to think about, especially if you have never had a business before, if you've never made a payment this I mean, if you geographically think about it, you're sending money to the other side of the world. So that's kind of scary, honestly. That's kind of scary sometimes to think about, but I will teach you guys. In this video we're gonna talk about how to properly make these payments. Okay, so there's multiple options, as you guys can see. There's basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 options. They're really not in order, so don't be like, okay, so this is the first one, like this is the best one, second one, third one. It's really not. This is really not like the there's no order in this, so you guys can just take the information. I will obviously let you guys know what I usually do, what I recommend, what we encourage here to do. So the first one is the wire transfer. This is, a regular common wire transfer, just like if you're in the US or if you're in your country. This has been a thing for, years, right? The most common thing of sending money, from one bank account to another bank account is through wire transfer, right? Everybody knows that. You need to be careful with this because there's really if something goes wrong, you lose your money, basically. That's why I'm gonna show you guys better ways to do this. But this is one option. The wire transfer is always gonna be an option. The only backup you have is your bank, but just in case something happens with your inventory, knock on wood, right? But if something happens, if something goes wrong with your inventory, the shipment, something happens. I hope nothing ever happens with you guys, but just in case, this is what I'm talking about. So this is the first option. Then we have the PayPal business account option. If you guys have no idea what PayPal is, basically it's this fintech that we've at least once, we've all used PayPal before, right? So the thing is that when you do PayPal, you can do either a personal account or a business account. I would recommend you guys to do your business account, okay? The thing is, there's a 3% commission, and if you're sending $1,500, $2,000, $2,500, 3% is quite a lot of money, okay? So the reason why I'm telling you guys to do the business account, not the personal account, is because if something happens, you at least have the PayPal backup if you do it through the business account, but you pay 3% commission, right? So you have a backup, you have the PayPal backup, but you're still paying 3%. So that's what it you have to the downside of it, right? That you pay more, but that should be okay if you really want to use PayPal. If you've been always using PayPal, if if you feel confident using PayPal, do this, okay? Business account, you'll pay 3% commission. And I'm gonna talk to you guys about, not this video because it's gonna require a whole different video just for this, but the purchase order, okay? So this means purchase order. Basically, what we're gonna see here is that every single detail of the transaction is gonna go in this order, okay? It's this page, is this document that it's gonna be attached to whatever transaction, whatever payment we make, okay? So I'm gonna make another video about this, but this is basically it. It's a form, it's a document that specifies and kind of backs up our information in the transaction itself. So then we have the third option. Honestly guys, this is my favorite option, trade assurance through Alibaba. So if you haven't watched the video before, you know the video before this, I highly recommend you guys to do this, because we go further in depth into this topic, trade assurance. But basically it's an assurance that you can use through Alibaba to make sure that nothing's gonna happen. We're still gonna have to attach the purchase order, but this is awesome. And I mean, you don't really have to pay any commission on Alibaba, but you're still paying some because you're making the payment on Alibaba, right? The thing with this is that this is the best option because it's the cheapest option. You can attach pretty much everything. You'll have your backup on by trade assurance, like they got your back, you know, through Alibaba. And just in case something happens, just in case that like literally anything happens, which you don't have that in here, wire transfer, you don't have that here, and you don't have that here. Just in case something happens, you get your money back. Okay, which is what we all want at the end of the day if something happens with our business. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Trade assurance through Alibaba. You still have to attach your purchase order, but that's it. I mean, this is if you want to look more into this, go to tradeassurance.alibaba.com, and they're gonna, you know, you can just like scroll down and like, you know, study more on your own. But basically, go back, watch the other video. That's where we explain this, you know, in more detail. So that's basically it. Then I want you guys to know that there's another option. It's the telegraphic transfer option. This is way cheaper than this one. Like, you're really not gonna pay any commission, but it's very risky. Okay, so only do it if you know your manufacturer very well, if you know the company very well. Maybe this is like your second, not your second, I would say, like at least that you're at your third round of production. That's where you can start, you know, doing all this, how should I say it, like all these things to make like your business easier, to make it cheaper, to make it like more, you know, profitable, so you don't pay these huge amounts on commissions. This is when you start doing this stuff. Okay, TT, telegraphic transfer, again, it's actually the cheapest option, but very risky. So only do it if you know the person very well, if you know the company, you know the manufacturer, if you feel confident, if you feel comfortable on sending them $3, $4, $5, $10,000 without pretty much any backup. You can do it. Hey, you know, it's one option. I told you guys I was gonna show you all the options here, so this is pretty much one of them. So then the last option would be Wise, and I'm not sure if you guys have heard of Wise before, but it's pretty much like PayPal. I have to be very honest with you guys here, is that I've never, I know there's yeah, so this is it. I know that most of you guys, some of you guys have used Wise before, but I have to be very honest with you. I'm from Costa Rica, and the last time I haven't really like you know, used it, because I just used trade assurance on Alibaba. But the last time I checked Wise, because you know, they taught me it was an option to pay. It was a cheap option. It was not that bad. When I looked at the website, at the thing here, they didn't really have Costa Rica as an option, so I've never used it. I have to, you know, be honest with you guys, be transparent. I know Colombia works, Argentina works if you are in Latin America. I'm not sure about Mexico though. I feel like we should be able to see it here somehow, but that's basically, I mean, I just, you know, I have to be honest with you guys that I've never used it, so I cannot like really speak from experience, if that makes sense. So just letting you guys know that this is an option. This is a very good option. If it works if you're in Spain, if you're in Europe, it's definitely gonna work. It's just Costa Rica, you know, pretty random Latin America country. That's why it's not working, because you know, it only works in like major countries, major you know, like famous countries, if you want to call it like that. But I feel Mexico works. Colombia definitely works, because I have friends from Colombia that sell on Amazon, and they have been able to use Wise just fine, and also Argentina. As far as Latin America, if you're right now in Latin America, that's all I know for, you know, as far as wise. But if you're obviously, if you're in the US, Canada, Europe, you're fine. Like you don't really have to worry about these issues. But yeah, this is pretty much it, guys. Honestly, the best option, it may be, you know, it may not be as cheap, or as, you know, it can be more expensive than others. But I mean, I don't know about you, but especially since I'm you know, starting out, if I'm a person that's just starting out, I would just rather paying a little bit extra just to make sure that my money is just not gonna go away, you know. So that's definitely what I would do if I would be starting out, trade assurance through Alibaba. But I just wanted to explain to you guys and take my time to let you know that we have more options. Okay, there's multiple ways of doing the same thing here. So that's pretty much what I wanted to teach you guys today. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. If you're not in the community, please reach out, okay? We'll add you to the community. This is Oscar from MC One Step. We help Amazon brands start and grow with their brand, listing images, conversion rate, and much more. So if you need help with any of that, feel free to visit our website and schedule a call with us. Thanks for watching this video, guys, and please take care.